The James Webb Telescope, operated by NASA, reveals millions of new galaxies. That's right. Previously, the unidentified galaxies out there appeared as mere disks to the world. But now, all hail to the James Webb Telescope. You see them for what they actually are. Today, you're quite in luck, as we'll be covering the incredible new discoveries made by the James Webb Telescope. Before we enlist the discoveries this telescope has made, we are sure that you would want to know exactly what this telescope is and what is the hype about the images it brings. So, the largest and most potent space scientific telescope ever built by NASA is the James Webb Space Telescope, generally known as JWST or Webb. It is a renowned observatory with a sizable infrared telescope that has a primary mirror that is roughly 6.5 meters in length. Sounds crazy, right? Basically, the James Webb Telescope is an infrared observatory orbiting the Sun at a distance of around 1 million miles from Earth. It is used to study the formation of planetary systems and identify the first galaxies in the early cosmos. The American, European, and Canadian space organizations collaborated to develop James Webb, with NASA taking the initiative. Additionally, the James Webb Space Telescope, an infrared observatory with a far wider wavelength coverage and improved sensitivity, will also supplement and expand on the findings made by the Hubble Space Telescope. Before we indulge you with the technicalities of the telescope, how about we take you through the extraordinary findings made by the James Webb Telescope, which will blow your mind. The fascinating Southern Ring Nebula. The distance between us and this planetary nebula, an expanding cloud of gas surrounding a dying star, is about 2,000 light-years. Here, Webb's strong infrared eyes revealed a second fading star for the first time in its entirety. Yes, that is correct. Webb also investigated the expulsion of dust and gas from elderly stars, which may one day develop into a new star or planet, from birth through death as a planetary nebula. View of the cosmic cliffs. What do you do when you want to know what actually made the twinkles you refer to as stars in the sky? Well, you call the James Webb Telescope for the rescue. The earliest, most rapid stages of star creation are revealed by Webb's study of the cosmic cliffs of the Carina Nebula, which was previously unseen. Webb can further observe newly emerging stars and investigate the gas and dust that gave rise to them by observing this and other star formation regions in the southern constellation Carina. Stephan's Quintet. The dust cloud encircling the center of one galaxy was penetrated by Webb's view of this compact group of galaxies, which is located in the constellation Pegasus, to expose the velocity and makeup of the gas close to its supermassive black hole. Now, researchers can observe star formation in interacting galaxies in unprecedented detail and learn how the gas in these galaxies is being disrupted. If you think these discoveries have been over the top overwhelming for you, wait till we tell you about the next one. While you brace yourself, let us tell you about the oldest galaxy there is out there. And yes, it exists. The OG, Glass Z13. First comes the art, then comes the science. Yep, that's about right. Astronomers using one of the images believe they have discovered the oldest galaxy ever imaged, one that dates back 13.5 billion years, or just 300 million years after the Big Bang. This discovery comes just over a week after NASA stunned the world with the first batch of images from the James Webb Space Telescope. The redshift, or the stretching of light's wavelength into the red spectrum as the cosmos expands, is one way to estimate a galaxy's age. The redder the image, the greater the stretching, and the farther and older the object in the image is. A team led by Harvard Center for Astrophysics astronomer Rohan Naidu found a galaxy with a shift that places it at the 13.5 billion year mark after analyzing the deep field image the Webb telescope delivered. We're potentially looking at the most distant starlight ever, Naidu told France 24. The next step is to submit their findings for peer review, which should hopefully validate their discovery. But the old galaxy isn't exactly what you think it is. Of course, it's old, and a lot of time has passed, which is why having explicit changes must have happened to it. For example, with regard to the present galaxy trait chart, the old Glass Z13 galaxy is not much. It has around 1 billion stars and is 3,000 to 4,500 light-years across. Our Milky Way, in contrast, is around 100,000 light years across and is thought to have 200 billion stars. But if we observe something that is 13.5 billion light years away, we are doing so in its prehistoric form. The small, old galaxy would have combined with nearby galaxies throughout time to become a single, massive galactic mass. So, what more can we expect of the James Webb Telescope? Well, for starters, just know that with this telescope, the world will be able to witness the unseeable for the first time in all of Earth's combined existence. We'll learn from Webb whether our solar system is unusual or common. On the other hand, it might just alert us that a normal exists. Many questions remain. How do most solar systems operate? Is it unusual to find a planet with as much water and as nice of a habitable zone as Earth? Do the atmospheres of our gas giants, such as Jupiter and Saturn, resemble those of other celestial titans? We will now be able to put our solar system into perspective thanks to Webb. Exoplanet researchers will be directed in the proper direction by Webb's observations. So far, astronomers have discovered more than 1,500 of these various super-Earths, but they continue to be elusive. Do any of them resemble Earth even remotely? Even if they have atmospheres, who will be informing us of those? We're pretty sure you already know the answer to that, but just to be sure, the James Webb Telescope is here, and it is going to answer quite a lot of whys like never before. How did the original black holes appear? And why is there a supermassive black hole in the heart of every galaxy? There is a supermassive black hole in the heart of every galaxy, it is known, but the precise process through which these titans emerged remains a mystery. According to current hypothesis, these giants could have been created by the collapse of the first stars. The James Webb Telescope appears to be diligently working on understanding how they were able to grow so large and swiftly, creating the very bright quasars that we can still observe more than 13 billion years later. We just need to let this one do its job and let it bring home the solved mysteries. But is the world patient enough to let the telescope do its job? Or is this one going down the drain too, all because of how intensely humans critique the job done by a machine? Technically, NASA is benefiting from the James Webb Telescope in more ways than simply the scientific realm. NASA and Webb recorded results in a recent YouGov America poll of 1,000 individuals that would make any politician envious. Over 70% of Americans generally have a positive opinion of NASA, compared to 13% who have a negative opinion and 16% who are unsure. According to The Verge, one survey participant said, "Astonishment in the face of beauty. I felt extremely overpowered." We totally agree with this user, no doubt. The discoveries made by James Webb are too insane to be true. We know we have got your attention entirely, but we all need to be patient while the James Webb Telescope brings us the answers to the world's inter- and intragalactic mysteries. The discovery at the edge of the universe seems terrifying. How does it affect you personally? What will the telescope observe at the universe's edge? And will it be able to view the universe's edge? Let's hope for the best. That is all for today, though. Do let us know your thoughts on what you need for Webb to find.